What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Ravens Week 4 recap. And I guess you can say the Browns got Uno reverse carded today. Now, if you're wondering what I mean by that, just go look and see what we did to the Bungles and Titans offenses in our last two home games. And yeah, you can say that we got Uno reverse carded because today our offense looked like what the Bungles and Titans offenses look like in our last two home games. Yeah, it was bad. Now, a few hours before game time, rumors started to swirl that Deshaun Watson was not going to play. And then the inactive list came out, and sure enough, Deshaun Watson's name was on the list. So it became official that DTR would get his first career start against the Ravens. And yeah, the offense didn't really do a good job helping him out. Let's just say that. Now, usually when you have a guy making his first career start, usually you'd want to maybe lean on the run game a little bit, help the kid settle in. Well, today, DTR went 19 of 36. Yeah, they had him throwing the ball 36 times against a very good Raven defense. Yeah, it's banged up, but it's still pretty good. 121 yards, no touchdowns, and 3 very bad interceptions. And the thing is, he had like 5 or 6 more passes that could have been picked, but they were tipped. Like, I swear, I was wondering, like, what is this dude looking at? Especially on that one interception that he threw where there was nobody around. Like, the DTR, what are you doing, bro? Huh? What are you looking at? And then, of course, to end the game, Browns are driving down the field looking like they might be able to score a touchdown, right? Sure enough, DTR rolls to his right, stands there for a couple seconds, throws, and it's picked off in the end zone. And that's game. DTR also got sacked 4 times, so yeah, offensive line didn't really help him out either, for the most part. DeJuan Jones got hurt. Ethan Posick got hurt. A lot of injuries. Myles Garrett got hurt a little bit today. He landed on his ankle. Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. He actually came back and tried to play on it. But I know this bye week is going to be big for these guys, big time, just to get healthy and get ready for San Francisco. Oh, boy. But yeah, Browns lose 28-3, and they fall to 2-2 on the season, so it's not all lost. But yeah, starting the season 3-1 would have been huge. But, we're still at 500. And also, the other teams in the division, mainly the Bungles, lost today. Besides the Ravens, of course. So yeah, the other 2 teams lost. Yeah. Bungles and Steelers got destroyed today. So we're not going to be in last, which is good. We're essentially, firmly in second place now, I'm pretty sure, behind the Ravens. Of course, next week, the Ravens play the Steelers, and we'll see what happened with Kenny Pickett. I heard he got hurt today, so hopefully he's all right. But if he's out, they have to start Mitch Trubisky against that Ravens defense. That's going to be tough. But looking at what our offense did today, of course, I already went over DTR stats. On the ground, 25 carries, 93 yards, no touchdowns. And it was mainly from Pierre Strong at the end of the game, who had a big run. I thought he was going to go to the house with it, but nope. 5 carries, 49 yards for him. Jerome Ford, 9 for 26. DTR had 4 carries himself for 24 yards. Kareem Hunt, 5 for 12. Harrison Bryant had 1 for 2. That was on another one of those sneak plays. And then Elijah Moore, 1 carry, minus 20 yards on one of those jet sweeps that went horribly wrong. That was on the drive where we actually scored our only points of the game. We had just drawn another defensive pass interference, looking like we might be able to score, right? And it all went bad from there. Yeah. That might have been the best chance to score before the end of the game. The offense was complete and utter ass today. Yep. It was ass. DTR definitely has work to do. This was his first start. I'm sure the lights were a little too bright for the kid. So we'll see how they do during the bye. Hopefully Deshaun can get better because, my God. Wow, thank God it was low-key just shoulder discomfort. But whatever. Ay, 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 man. Now, as far as our receiving game, 19 receptions, 121 yards, mostly from David Njoku, who honestly was like this close to not even playing, because in case you didn't hear, he had an accident at his house. He was lighting a fire pit, and he got burned on his face, his arm, and I'm pretty sure his hand too. And he still went out there and played. And he was our leading receiver. 6 receptions, 46 yards for Njoku. Thank God he played, because I don't know what we would have done if he didn't play. Elijah Moore had 2 for 20 yards. Jerome Ford, 5 for 19. Amari had 1 for 16. DPJ had 1 for 7. Jordan Akins even got a catch. 1 for 6 yards. Tillman had 1 for 5 at the very end. Harrison Bryant, 1 for 2 yards. And Marquise Goodwin even had a catch, but no yards. As far as our defense goes, they got gashed up and down the field all game by the Ravens' rushing attack, mainly Lamar Jackson. But when it wasn't Lamar, it was Justice Hill and Gus Edwards. Yeah, they were running all over us for a little while there. And then, once they got a big enough lead, their offense just went into neutral because they knew our offense was absolute ass, and we weren't doing anything on offense. Our only hope was for our defense to force a turnover and either score on that turnover or put us inside like the red zone or something. Because our offense was not moving the ball at all, for the most part, until the very end, when it didn't even matter. So, that's really all I got with that. Worst performance I've seen from our offense in a very long time. Yeah, it was that bad. Now, let's get into my post-game observations. Number 1, we need Deshaun. Yeah, like I said, thank God it wasn't something more serious. Hopefully he'll be good to go by the Niner game after the bye week. Number 2, healthy Lamar equals big problem for AFC North. Big time. After all, the last 2 years, Lamar got hurt. The Ravens were, I believe, leading the AFC North. And then Huntley came in there, and then they went. So yeah, as long as Lamar stays healthy, I'm pretty sure the North will be the Ravens to lose. Especially if we keep derping around like this, right? And then number 3, bye week time. Yep, time to heal up and, reorganize and get ready for the Niners. Now, my game MVP, this was pretty easy. The only guy that got us points, Dustin Hopkins. Yeah, easiest decision to make. It's Dustin Hopkins because he's the only one that scored points for us. Thank God for him. Otherwise, we would have gotten goose-egged. By the way, here's a fun fact for you, okay? To end this video. So, the other 3 teams in the AFC North, the Browns, Bengals, and Steelers, scored a combined 0 touchdowns today. Yeah. The Ravens literally had enough points for the other 3 teams in the division. They did all the touchdown scoring for the division today. Their offense was the only one that was actually alive. Wow. Eagles just won on a walk-off field goal. How about that? But that's pretty much all I got for you guys. As far as what to expect this week with the bye week, I might have some videos out, but don't expect anything except for, my big board review. That comes up this week. But other than that, I have my picks out on Tuesday night as always. But yeah, no preview video this week. I might post something else. We'll see. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the dog pound as always. Shout out to the people that hung out in this stream despite the fact that we look like ass. I guess, again, lick your wounds, reevaluate your strategy, and get ready for San Francisco. With that being said, And Crazy Dog, let's go Browns. 2-2 isn't too bad. Could have been worse. We could be the Steelers. All right, or the Bungles. Ugh. See you guys later. I'm out. Bye-bye.